So I picked up the save again earlier today, got into a groove, and realized too late that I had already started the Legia game, and we had already scored a couple of goals, and I didn't want to go back and replay it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play Cadino in the Cup first round match, and we're going to play Bohemians. We'll skip Bohemians here, come back for probably Legia, and I'm almost positive there's going to be another Cup game in here, so when we get past this one, and then we'll finish up with Lille and probably Pandev to end out the year. So after getting thoroughly raffle stomped in the Champions Path third qualifying rounds and then getting raffle stomped again in the Euro Cup playoff legs, we're doing okay in the group stages so far. In between then, we won at Ohrid, we won at Skandija, we lost at Lille. This was actually a pretty decent game, all things considered. I had a couple of guys who had poor performances, but they got off to a really quick start. Saeed Athumi had a hat trick's worth of goals in the first half. Hagebo had a 51st minute goal. Ilievsky had a goal. Gabriel had a goal. I thought we were on the comeback, and then they just absolutely shut us down the last 20 minutes of the game. After the Gabriel goal, we couldn't get anything going. And you could really kind of show it. I mean, you could really kind of see it in the match stats. We had 13 shots, 6 on target. And of those 13 shots, probably 8 came within the first 20 minutes of the second half. And that was it. It was just one of those games. They're a good squad. We need a little help to beat them on a regular basis. Let's say that. Against Ravetniki, we won 1-0. Against Macedonia, we beat them 4-0. We drew with Balasica 2-2, but that's kind of expected considering the number of games we played. I mean, from Skandija to Balasica is 14 days, and we played 5 games. So that was a really tired squad. I mean, that's Zoran Tasov up front. He's my 17-year-old striker who has a decent amount of potential. He got his first goal. When I'm starting him, it's because the other guys are tired and I don't want to risk their health. Against Legia, we absolutely destroyed them 6-1. Ilievsky had a goal, got the scoring started. Tusha had a goal, Oda had a goal, Basevsky had a goal, and it was 4-0. Or actually, it was 4-1 because Emeron got a goal for Legia. And then we just turned it on the second half. 16 shots, 12 on target. We were so good. It was such a fun game to watch. I mean, even though Blazevsky was the lowest on a 6-8, he still had a really good game. A couple key passes, didn't make many mistakes. Our passing was really good. Our tackling was really good. Our goals were really nice. This was a type of game I like to play. It's the type of game I like watching, and it would have been a great game to commentate, to be 100% honest with you. And I just, completely realized it was literally halftime when I realized, oh my God, we're playing Legia. So then again, it was also like 1 o'clock in the morning when that happened too. So that's entirely on me. It's my fault. On the back end of that, we beat Gostivar 6-0. They are not the best squad. I believe they recently got promoted. Let me check them out here real quick. Yeah, they got promoted 2 years ago. They finished 7th, and now they're down in 10th. We're in a situation now in the league, and I talked about this last episode. We're on a player-for-player basis. We're better than any other squad in Macedonia. And it doesn't mean we can't have our off days and still get beaten. That will happen. Especially with some of the rotation we have going on. I fully expect us to lose a game or two this season due to the fact that I'm playing essentially youth players that I probably normally wouldn't start, except they're young and they have a lot of potential and I want to get them playing time. But on a player-for-player basis, we've got the best squad in Macedonia. Now, granted, in the grand scheme of things, it's not saying a lot, especially given the size and the quality of the Macedonian league. But, we're doing a really good job, and I fully expect us to be challenging for the title this year, if not outright winning it with a couple weeks to spare. So what we're looking at today, we're going to play Cadino in the Cup first round. They are a second league squad. I could have sworn they'd been in the first league a couple of times. Yeah, they're kind of a yo-yo club. They've been up and down, up and down. So, and this is one of those things where we don't want to not take them seriously because that's when clubs will jump up and beat us. So we're going to get to that game here. I'm going to set the roster, and we'll come back with a match against Cadino in just a bit. So this is a squad we have today. We got Spasov on goal, Tisevsky, Bozanovsky, Serafimov, and Babic is the defensive back four. We got Ariza, Markovsky, and Todorov as the midfielders. I'm giving Gabriel a rest. Ilievsky is the attacking mid with Basevsky and Demi up top as the strikers. Tuda's on the bench because he's not 100% match fit. A couple of the players are on international duty. A couple of youngsters I probably would have played. They're on international duty, so we're going with a better than normal roster, I would say. And having said that out loud, watch Cadino give us a complete run for our money. Todorov, Bozanovsky, and he scores. First of the season. He's not the best defensive center back we have on the squad, but he's certainly the tallest. He's got the best heading capability. So he keeps doing stuff like that. I have no problems playing him. Babic on the throw-in. Todorov. Babic. Markovsky. Todorov centers it to Bozanovsky. He gets it to Tasevsky. Takes a shot, and somehow it goes in. Looks like the keeper was screened by the defenders. See if we can take a look at it here a little bit closer. Todorov to Bozanovsky. Beats Tasevsky. He wasn't screened. He reacted late. Tasevsky on the throw-in. Gets to Arizona. Words. Ilievsky hits the post. Elazi knocks it out of bounds. Tasevsky on the throw-in to Ilievsky. Gets it back to Arizinkowski. Ari. Bozanovsky. To Ari. Nope, Tasevsky. Demi. Tasevsky feeds Todorov, and he puts it wide left. It was a good move. Todorov broke through really nicely. We're going to go down to positive here. Baraselli. Zakiri. Dispossessed by Demi. Demi's got no one in front of him. Defender catches up and knock off. A very nice save for Cadino. Corner kick in. I'm going to watch Bozanovsky. Nope. He didn't break towards the post. I don't know why. Bozanovsky back to Serafimov. Serafimov pushes forward. Gets it to Todorov. One taps it over to Ilievsky. He sends it to Vasevsky. He breaks a little bit wide. Babic top of the box, but Nakov's right there. Nice save by the Cadino keeper. Todorov. Ilievsky feeds Demi. Got by the defender. He dinks the keeper, and it goes in. That was a nice goal. That was a really nice goal. Nice move by Demi to tap it over the keeper like that. That was well struck. And it is halftime with a 3-0 lead. We're dominating Cadena for at least the first half. Second half, whole new ball game. Vasevsky to Todorov. Todorov crosses it. Demi's there, but Nakov, a nice stop. He bombs it long. Osmani is there, but Babic gets ahead on it. Demi, nice first touch. He breaks right. Gets it back to Babic. Babic centers to Markovsky. Markovsky to Todorov. Todorov to Ilievsky. Ari. Vasevsky. Tasevsky, and he. Oh, that was nice. The short passing game we really have is really the short passing game we have is really working for us. Arizinkowski, I had rated as a D. He's actually doing a really nice job for us in the midfield. I wonder if my evaluation was off. It's entirely possible. Nakov. Bombs it down the field. Vasevsky off the header. Demi runs right by the defender. Hits the crossbar. Elazi to Nakov, who just bombs it away again. Serafimov has it to Babic. Markovsky back to Serafimov, and the highlight ends. No, a little bit too far on the free kick. Nakov, is he going to bomb it long again? He is. Osmani heads it to Danovsky. He gets it out to Bogdanovsky. Markovsky. Baracel. No, he tries passing it up. Pass was a bit errant. The Cadino player didn't have the speed to get to it. Tasevsky to Ari. To Markovsky. Back to Ari. Tasevsky. Markovsky. Demi. Centers it to Ilievsky. Ilievsky goes around one. Feeds Demi, who breaks through the two defenders. And Nakov, a very nice save. Zakiri knocks the ball away, but Tasevsky gets it. Ilievsky to Ari hits the post. Basevsky's there. Knockoff makes another nice save. He's had a nice game. It doesn't show in his score, but he's had a nice game. We're about 60 minutes in. We're going to make just a couple of changes. Look at Arizinkowski. 1-star, 2-star. He's actually doing fairly well for us this match, okay? We're going to bring Oda on for Todorov. We're going to bring Manov on for Markovsky. And we're going to bring on Blazevsky for Ilyev. Oda. Again, interesting save by Nakov. Kicks it long. No one in a Cadino uniform there. Babic to Oda. Back to Babic. Backheel pass. Serfimov. Up to Manev. Okay, the graphic glitch is back. That's interesting. That wasn't there a minute ago. Well, of course, that's Manev. He wasn't on the field a minute ago either. Babic up into space. Demi on the left. Doesn't really have any help yet. Holds it up. Tries crossing in. It's knocked away. Bogdanovsky just bangs it down the field. Another Cadino player. Who is that? I can't click on him fast enough. Anyhow, Babic ends up with it. Blazevsky. Manev to Bosevsky. Demi feeds Bosevsky. Takes a long shot, but it's very high, very wide, and very right. And there's a game. We thoroughly dominated Cadino. 29 shots, 12 on target, 54% possession, 818 passes completed. That is absolutely brilliant. Bosnovsky's player of the match. And he should be, not just for the goal, but because he had 125 passes completed. He's been here a while now. He's 29 years old. He's not the fastest. He's not the most agile. But he's got good jumping reach. He's got decent stamina and strength. Mentally, he's pretty tough where I want him to be. The 10 aggression and the 10 bravery, okay, that's middle of the road, but that's not bad. 17 anticipation is great. That plays in really well with his jumping reach and his heading, which is an 11. He's got good positioning. That kind of makes up for his lack of speed and acceleration. The anticipation and his positioning, I think, work really well in getting him... His anticipation and his positioning, I think, offset the fact that he is not the fastest, most agile player. He's smart enough to know where he needs to be and when he needs to be there, and he has good decision-making to go along with that. So he's not going to get pulled out of position all that often. He's a decent tackler. He's good at marking. And I think, let me double-check here real quick. When I do play him, he's playing a central defender on defend. So while he's marking the opposing forwards, and they're all going to be faster than him, in that sense, he's a weakness. I don't know if I'd be better off playing him as a no-nonsense center back. But he's done a nice job for us. And his heading ability is coming very, very handy when... He's done a really nice job for us. His physical limitations aside, he's a good, solid defensive center back for us. And his ability on set pieces is just absolutely phenomenal. I think he had like 7 goals for us one season. All of them were off that short corner kick. And as we saw in the last match, he's also a very good passer. So what we're going to do next, we're going to play Tickfest offline, and we're going to come back for Bohemians, who we're playing at home. They are an Irish club. And so we will be back with that match in just a bit. The match against Tickfest went really well. They made it a little bit more interesting in the second half when they got a goal in the 70th minute. They really kind of pressed us the last 15 minutes, but we stood tough, held strong, had a lot of guys who were kind of on their last legs. Oda did not have the best match, but, you know, you got to live with that. He did have a really good tackle near the end that stopped Tickfest's attack, so I can kind of forgive him for that. So we're playing Bohemians today in the group stage. Actually, tomorrow. We'll get to that here in a little bit. Well, Carlos Gabriel has a groin injury, and he's out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. We've got a good squad today. We've got Spasov in goal, Tasevsky, Bozanovsky, Barty, and Babic as the defensive back four. Todorov, Markovsky, and Oda as the midfielders. Blazevsky is the attacking mid behind Tusha and Bosevsky. I'm going to check everyone here. Todorov is maybe the only one who's a bit borderline, but 80% is not bad. And frankly, Ilyevsky's at 84. And he would be the one guy I would start there. So, Casey on the throw-in. Oh, Tasevsky stepped in front of it. It was a poor throw. Tusha gets it to Bosevsky. He holds it up. Oda on the right. He's almost dispossessed. He crosses in. Bosevsky's there, and he puts it away. His 14th goal of the season. That was nice. 3 minutes in. was a good attempt by the Bohemian defender here to try and dispossess Oda. Nice header by Basevsky. Again, Casey with the throw-in. And again, it's short. Bozanovsky just kicks it up the field. Corey's going to run it down. No, he dwelled on the ball. Tusha to Basevsky. Basevsky, oh, the Carlson intercepted the pass. Gets it all the way up to Soto. Soto holds it up, passes back to Harris. Harris to Devoy, but his pass is too hard. Bozanovsky holding it up. Gets it to Tasevsky. He bombs it towards Tusha, but Daly's there. Casey sends it back to O'Hara. He sends it up to the crowd. Bozanovsky down to Markovsky. Over to Oda, up to Basevsky. He gets it over to Tusha, back to Blasevsky. Tusha on the give and go, and he puts it away. That was nice. I really don't do much with the formations other than set it up and set up the instructions. I hardly do any PIs unless it's like recommended during the game by the coach. And when the guys are playing like that, I really don't see a reason to go and tinker even more. I mean, it's obviously working. We're 15 minutes in. Well, yeah, we're 15 minutes in. We're up 2. Olsen holds it up, gets it in, and Soto was there. They're saying Todorov missed an interception. Did it go through Todorov's legs before Soto could bang it in? Todorov went for the goal. Or Todorov went for the block, it looked like. Now we got ourselves a game. Daly on the throw-in for Bohemians. Carlson heads it down. Basevsky ends up with it. Gets it back out to Todorov. Oda heads it down, and Soto ends up with it. Bohemians have a numbers advantage. Fairly. Inside, outside. Oh, he dribbles the ball too hard. Babish steps in front of him, intercepts it. Barty to Markovsky. Up to Blasevsky. Back to Barty. Markovsky. Blasevsky. Back to Bozanovsky. Markovsky. Out to Tasevsky. Tasevsky to Tusha. Tusha to Markovsky. Out to Babish. Babish to Oda. Give and go again. Basevsky off the post. O'Hara ends up kicking it down the field. Barty's going to recover it, and the highlight ends. It's a good opportunity. Fairley shorts it to Harris. Gets it back to Fairley, and he pushes it wide left on a nice shot from distance. Fairley again. Soto is there, and he puts it away for his second goal of the match. What happened there? Soto managed to get in front of Bozanovsky and the other guys to get their head on the ball, and we are tied at the half, 2-2. That is mildly frustrating. Told the guys to concentrate a little more, see what happens. Spasov bombed it down the field. He's not supposed to be doing that. Fairley back to O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon back up to Fairley. Oh, Soto with a hat trick. Guys, what was that? What was that? We started off so well. Bozanovsky absolutely misplayed that. That's after I upped him in the last match about how even though he was slow, his other attributes should make up for that. It's mildly frustrating. We're about 60 minutes in. We're going to take a look at some subs here. Okay, so we're bringing on Serafimov, Charalabos, and Ilievsky. Also push the defensive line a little bit higher. Ilievsky to Tusha. Charalabos. Back to Bozanovsky. Up to Ilievsky. Markovsky. Blasevsky. Basevsky. Oda. Gets it to Barty. Barty. Oh, fouled. Fouled. Come on, fouled. Come on, ref. Thank you. Basevsky. Nice. Would have thought we would have had a bigger crowd. That's okay. Markovsky, Tulievsky, Charlabas, Markovsky. Back to Bozanovsky. Markovsky. Out to Charlabas. Back to Bozanovsky. Blazevsky. He feeds Bosevsky. Back to Markovsky. Up for Tusha. Got by the defenders. Oh, just wide right. Oh, wide open goal. He muffed it. O'Hara bombs it forward. Ilievsky gets it to Blazevsky, who kicks it away. O'Hanlon ends up with it back to O'Corey. He sends it all the way back to O'Hara. Headed down, Markovsky to Blazevsky. He feeds Bosevsky, and he hits the post. And we clawed the draw back. Man, we gave that game away. Soto had some very nice opportunities, though. I mean, 2 of those, there was no way he was going to miss. He was right in front of the goal. We dominated them statistically, match stats-wise, but at the end of the day, our defense didn't do enough that match. I'm not happy with that performance. Okay. Take a look at what's now. You know what? Let's see where we are in the group, though. We're tied with all of us. We're tied with everybody. Who beat Lille? Bohemians beat Lille? Jeez. Well, the only thing seeing us through at the moment are the 6 goals we scored against Legia. This group just got a whole lot more interesting. And so it breaks down really well. It's going to be Bregalnica and Legia. And assuming we do well there, it's going to come down to Lille again. Maybe we do a second live comp for Lille. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back to Bregalnica and Legia. I should be able to get to that tonight. So fingers crossed. Hopefully I won't be up till the crack of dawn again like I was last night recording. But, you know, sometimes you just get into a groove and you want to go. So, man, the game against Cadena was nice. We had 2 really good games against Legia and Gostivar. Those kind of got my expectations high again. Bohemians is obviously a better club than I give them credit for. Well played on them. Soto had a really nice match. Sebastian Soto. He's American. That's how I recognize the name. Where'd he come from? Real Salt Lake Academy to Hanover. Norwich on a free. Telstar on a loan. And the Bohemians. He's been a solid scorer for him. Hey, you can't fault that. What you can fault is me not taking them seriously. Now everybody in the group's on 4 points. Isn't that fun? So, oh well, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them next time. So, which is gonna be before we play Legia. Fingers crossed, we'll get them next time. We'll prepare a little bit better. I may need to look back through some of the I've talked about PIs. Maybe I need to put a PI in there for Bosevsky to stay back. I think one of the reasons he got beat on that 1 goal was that he was too far up the field and just didn't have the speed to recover in time. So that's something I'll look at over the next few games. So a good episode for us, though. I'm quite happy with the results. As long as we're competing in the Euro Cup, I'm all for it. I'd like to get a little bit further this year. The board, all they wanted was they want us to reach the 2nd qualifying round, which we did. Which we didn't. Yeah, we did. Yeah, because we beat Stoy Bucharest, and then Partizan absolutely thumped us. It's going to haunt my dreams for the next couple weeks, I swear. So, all that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM22, and I thank you for watching.